Thanks for tuning in tonight. I'd like to discuss what would happen to you if you're out on a long drive, going somewhere, whether with a buddy, a friend, girlfriend, spouse, family. My wife is here, say hello.
Hello, hello.
So let's say you and I were going through the mountains, for instance, and the car breaks down. We got no cell phone service. Are you prepared? Now I'm not talking about food and long-term survival, because that's a whole different video. I'm talking about what if you're in a bad area, what if there's a natural disaster, what if there's riots going on, and you're broke down. And who knows what the situation is. There's like 35 different scenarios where this bag we're about to speak about could come in handy for you. Okay? So what I call this is an emergency gear bag. I'll show you what I keep in my trunk of all my vehicles. Now I know a lot of you have pickup trucks and different vehicles and cargo vans and stuff like that where this may not pertain, but if you've got a trunk or if you've got a place in your vehicle you're comfortable with leaving this type of materials I'm about to speak about, and it's totally legal for you to do it, maybe you'll get a couple of good tips out of this, hopefully. Alright? Now, of course, I have my trusty suspenders on and my Glock 29 and I'm ready to go, but now I'm in the mountains, the Great Smoky Mountains, and all of a sudden got to go for a long walk, 3 exits, 6 miles away, and 25 degrees. Got to leave my wife alone, and she's got a little trusty 380, and she's got 2 kids in the back seat. And that's about all she's got. Well, now she's got this bag with her. And that's what we're going to talk about. I love this thing. Take a look at it. You can see it, right? Yeah. It's made by Maxpedition. New line on ArmoryExpressOutlet.com. Just added it a few hours ago. But I've used their products only about 3 months now, but I tell you, these products are awesome. Really, really good stuff. Whether you're going hiking, you want backpacks, but this is called the Versi pack, the Jumbo Versi pack. So I'm going to show you what I keep inside this in the trunk. And like I said, there's not a bunch of food in here. This is not for long-term survival to go camping out. This is to keep you alive from the bad guys. Okay, let's take a sit down at the table and see what's inside the bag. Alright, so you envision this over your shoulder like I just showed you, and you're going for a long walk. Maybe you left your Glock with your spouse, who knows what, and you just have this bag. Just who knows what. Let's just see what's inside the bag. Emergency, survival. Of course, you know I have a firearm, all safety check guns. This happens to be a Glock 21. 45 ACP, carries a lot of rounds, Crimson laser trace, and TLR1 Streamlight. I like having the light and laser on the front, or in this case, the laser on the grip and the light on the front, but I like to have the package of both. Alright, so I got my Glock, my 45, and then right in the front of the pack, I've got my spare magazine, okay, ready to go. These happen to be the Ranger series. Now, there's 2 of us, we got 2 adults, so what you may want to consider doing in this package, because she's sitting there with her 380 and I got to go for a walk, I might say to her, here's another Glock for you, here's a 30 for you. It's got swap magazines out if we had to, just who knows what. Just giving you ideas on what type of things to do with this type of bag, just keep for the probably never case scenario that will ever happen, but if it does happen, at least you're ready to go to protect your life. Alright, here's a Glock 30 with the Glock light right from the factory on the front. So I like getting the rails on these Glocks, by the way. Now what else do I have in this bag? Bag of tricks here, let's see. Of course I have a spare knife. Okay, this happens to be a Rajah 2 G10. Okay, beautiful. What else do I have? Now there's 2 of us, so I have 2 guns, so it makes sense to carry 2 knives. And for her, I would flip her this medium Espada. Who knows what, you know? Just who knows? Okay, so we got 2 knives, 2 guns, spare magazine. Let's just keep digging in here. Another spare magazine, alright? This one holds 36 rounds, 45 ACP Glock. Fits right in either one of these guns. Ready to go. Enough rounds. Now, we're going to have some flashlights out here in a moment. you get the drift. I got a bunch of batteries in here. Without batteries, your flashlights are useless. My flashlights of choice, this Fenix TA35 is just, TK35 is just amazing. TK35 is amazing at 820 lumens. It'll blind somebody, okay? And you'll see where you're going. I'll show you a couple other things I carry in here. Some that might surprise you. Okay, like this. This is a headset of a flashlight. And I tell you what, this is bright. It's made by Fenix. Pretty sure it's on our website, the .com there. But this is bright, and my wife will tell you, what do I do with this flash? She doesn't even know I'm asking this. What do I do with this at 4 in the morning if I'm on?
You mow the lawn with this.
Right, in the riding mower, right?
Yes, all three.
That is how bright this, oh, I hope I don't flash it anymore with it. That is how bright this light is. I don't know the lumens offhand, but it is bright. Whew. So, what's good about this is you're walking down some desolate road in the country mountains in the snow or it's whatever. You put this on your forehead, you got your hands free. This is huge. This is a huge tip. This thing I love. I really do mow my lawn at night with this, right?
Yes, you do.
I prefer it because it's so hot in Florida.
Yes.
All right, what else do I got in here? Now this is, I got another flashlight here. We'll get to it. Here it is. My favorite flashlight, I think, in the whole world. I'm going to talk about them here. It's the TA20s. What I like about this flashlight is because it's got the bezel up front, and you can go from a straight high beam, 225 lumens, right over to strobe, just like that with your left hand. Most of us are right-handed, it doesn't matter, vice versa. But you hold it with one hand, and the other hand, you can maneuver it from flash, strobe, over to a steady beam, just that easy, without playing with the back buttons, you know, and trying to remember in this spur of the moment. So I'm going to give you a really good blowout price at the end of these TA20s like I did a few weeks ago, if you wish, but you're gonna like the deal. Now, mace. Mace is huge. I got 2 of them in here just in case. There's another one in here we'll get to, but this is your first line of defense. Your gun is your last line of defense, right? This is a good idea to carry. We don't talk about mace enough. We're going to start talking about it some more in the future. Okay? Now, this is important. A whistle. Think about it. I could have used the whistle last July, right? I won't tell that story now, but I had a piece of lawn equipment crush my hand, and it was 106, maybe 110 degrees outside, heat index maybe 125, and I was crushed and no one heard my screams. Came very close to going into heat stroke and cardiac arrest. Well, I did go into heat stroke, but if I would have had a whistle, that certainly would have helped, huh? Because
yes,
you didn't hear my screams, you were about half an hour away. But a whistle is huge, and it's not unmanly to carry a whistle, believe me. A multi-tool, I choose Leatherman, Victorinox, whatever you want, but a good multi-tool is huge. You just never know. Okay, what else do I have in here? An ASP baton. We know what these can do. Maybe it's better to use it in the first line of defense along with mace in lieu of just using your gun or knife and killing somebody. Alright? I think I covered everything that I have in this bag. There is a little bit more right from front. These bags are awesome. There's a lot of little places. First aid. You get the drift. And by the way, this waterproof tape to me is how many times have I cut my fingers with the knives? How many?
I don't know.
A lot?
Yes, often.
Pretty bad, right? And this is the tape I use when you cut yourself with like a spada or something. You use this waterproof tape, and I'll just use a bunch of gauze and just wrap it up real tight. It's going to throb, it's going to hurt, but it's a way to stop the bleeding. So a first aid kit, I have a bunch of stuff here in front for first aid. No matter what, you want to have a first aid kit in your trunk, just no matter what. But if you're out there going for a long walk, 3 exits, trying to find help, you want first aid with you and also to leave behind for your family if that's the case. Alright, another thing I have here for part of first aid is an ACE bandage. You just never know what you want to bundle up and tighten up on your body. I got more batteries in there. So I showed you, to sum it up, I got 2 flashlights, I got 2 guns, okay, which carry the same magazine with a bunch of magazines. I got 2 knives, 1 for each person. I got 2 flashlights, 1 for each person. Got an ASP baton. I have mace. Actually, there's another mace in there. There's something else in here I want to show you for your cell phone. Here it is. This is something you may not think of. It's going to surprise you. Okay. Now you may not have cell phone service like I said, but sooner or later when you do get cell phone service, your cell phone is useless without a battery. And if your iPod or whatever type of device you have goes dead, I keep this plugged into the cigarette lighter, and this little spare addition to the phone gives you a lot of juice, a couple of days extra worth of juice. So it's made by Belkin. You find these anywhere in the mall. Oh no, I'm sorry, it's not made by Belkin, it's made by Griffin. Griffin makes these, okay. So there you go, let me know what you think. I know you guys have a lot more suggestions as to what to put in a bag like this, so throw them in there for us. Actually, after I loaded this bag up, I realized I need a bigger one. This is called the Jumbo Versi Pack. Okay, Jumbo Versi Pack. It's made by Maxpedition. It's a new line on ArmoryExpressOutlet.com. They make bigger ones. I'm going by memory. I think the bigger one is called the Mongo. I think that's the next step up for me. I need to carry more products. So this is as much as I can jam in here. But 2 guns, 2 flashlights, 2 knives, first aid kit, whistle, mace. You got a couple things covered there if you're going for a long walk. Don't forget about your headlight. Literally speaking, no pun intended, your headlight. And the last thing is how much, if you want to buy these TA-20s, my favorite for my rifles, my assault rifles, for just everything around the house. You're looking behind computers or wires, you want to strobe someone, you want to bash someone in the head with this muzzle, this will hurt. And here's a good deal. They retail at $116, 85 bucks. Give them back, just $85 bucks. What you want to do is buy part number 34. It's going to say it's a Cold Steel Spartan. And in the comments section, just simply put, per Tom, this is for a TA-20, brand new in the box. I got dozens of them. But, you know, the normal business is coming in off of Google, but for you guys, my friends, I'm going to give it back and just say, hey, $85. Buy product number 34, just check out with your credit card, put in the comments section, per Tom, it's for a TA-20, and I'll ship it to you tomorrow. So let me know what you think. What would you put in your emergency gear bag? Do you think it's a good idea? Yeah? Yes? No? Maybe? I know there's other types of bags you need, like long-term survival, but I like to have this in my trunk. I like to have a lot of power, a lot of firepower, a lot of Glocks. Rock with your Glock out. Rock out with your Glock out. Okay. All right. See you tomorrow night.